Okay, so we're here, and I want to just get straight to business for a few different reasons. Because we got a lot of things to talk about and not a lot of time to waste on them, and I have a lot of things to say about a lot of different things. So, let's pull it up. Let's get the slides going. Now, let me turn it down because we're going to keep this playing for this one. Now, if y'all seen this thing, like somebody did a TikTok and they were talking about how Jada lied, right? My thing is this. This isn't enough evidence to show she lied. You know how men lie when they be in jail. I think I said that before. Guys will write all type of letters. I love you. He didn't. He was a cheater. So to say he had a girlfriend and that's why she was lying, that's not good enough. That's not good enough. When we know they've reported, they told Jasmine guy was at the damn hospital, and Quincy Jones, what's her name? Like, come on now. So if you gotta discredit the woman because she's just foolish. But to say Pac had a girlfriend, so what? And that ain't enough evidence. But the internet won't stop, though. They won't stop because she brought this on herself. And then, like, I see the thing where Willow was talking about the embarrassment for her family. When you don't even have enough of, because you're the seed of your mother, you don't even have enough awareness to know to not write a letter to Tupac. You wrote a letter to Tupac, Willow. You're part of the problem. My mommy misses you. Yeah, we know. Yeah, we know your Bobby bitch is Tupac. And then now you want to talk about the attention. You are the attention, Willow Smith. You're your mother's daughter. So we don't want to hear your complaints. I definitely don't want to hear nothing from Jaden's little ass. He needs to stay how he has been quiet. For real. Just stay quiet. Just be quiet. Don't say nothing. Just shut up. We don't want to hear nothing from you. You littles. Don't even get me started on him. But basically, this isn't enough evidence to say Pac had a girlfriend. So what? He cheated. He was cheating. Like, the people that try to add him into it make her believable. When you try to add he had a girlfriend, like, stop it. You make me want to believe in the stories. You know what? Yeah, we're just gonna keep this playing for this topic too. I don't understand how this era of people is so stupid. I don't understand how all of these black people are so bougie to where it's restaurants they don't go to and all of these different things. first of all, I don't know who made this a thing. Well, I do know who made this a thing, but even she admitted that she was stupid and she's been getting drugged through the whole internet. So now people want to disrespect the Cheesecake Factory. And the thing about it is, like, I don't understand, like, we live in this dumb world where people want to equate spending money to a time. If the date is not fun, why are you not putting the date should be fun. That's what the date should be. It shouldn't be no money amount. It should be fun. You should enjoy the date. Okay? That's what you should do. If the date is not enjoyable, all these people putting the money amount on what the date should cost, you're fool. Like, I seen some people say they don't like how Applebee's taste. Okay, cool. That means you don't want to go there because you don't like the food. But then I seen these one ladies say they'll take themselves to Applebee's, but a man can't take them there. Okay, so that means you actually like the food then. But you just making up a weak, weird stipulation because it's men. Like, you just want them to spend some money. Like, it's weird. Texas Roadhouse. Meanwhile, they just had a poll up about what tasted better, the rolls at Texas Roadhouse or the croissants at Cheddar's. So I guess this girl just don't know because she ain't been there since a kid. So now, places that have stuff you like, you can't even go there. Why? Because of your little weird, stupid stipulations. Who made people like this? If we talking fast food restaurants, that is okay. Restaurants, I won't go. You won't go. You damn right you won't go. You damn right you won't go. That's an understatement. You won't go. And like I said before, it's this whole generation of entitled. It's a whole generation of entitled that let people think that this is cool to say when you're not paying. And then, never mind. So these whole posts are stupid. And then, like I said, these be the same people that talk about somebody. Like, women don't even understand how they be canceling themselves out. The internet women don't even understand how they be canceling themselves out from just reality of a person. So first of all, like, the day has to cost a certain amount, but then he's got to have a certain amount of appearance as well. We're going to get to it. Like, y'all just setting yourselves up for complete, utter failure. And that's what happens to a lot of people. We see it. But I don't even, like... I just looked up. We was in the city. I looked up a restaurant. I went to TikTok. And typed in food in Detroit. Best food in Detroit. We went to a restaurant and pulled up, and the food was fire. It wasn't it was damn near like a Coney Island type of place. Shit, the girl in the video made it look like a gourmet restaurant, but it was really damn near like a Coney Island. We pulled up and got fire food. Do you like to eat? Do you like food? Do you like stuff that tastes good? Or do you just want somebody to go to one of these weird, stupid restaurants? And then, like I said before, I'm going to say it again. A lot of these restaurants that are high end don't actually taste good. For real. So people just want to waste money just to waste money. It's a black thing, I promise. Just like the whole bottle war thing. bottle baller war or whatever the hell the name of it is. Baller war, but then you proving you a baller by pouring out bottles. How much you can waste, literally. You literally proving how much money you got by how much stuff you can waste. This is the culture that we live in. And these are the people that you expect us to listen to. The same people to listen to. We're not doing it. We're not doing it. Now, social media will expose a lot of different things. Now, I've seen a lot of y'all sharing this, and everybody's admitting it. You're damn right, and all these different things. Now, listen to me. You do realize this is based off. This is a failure response. This is defense. This is a defense mechanism from failure. This is a defense mechanism from failure. And it's really not even true. But we'll let y'all have it as true. But the point is, this is a defense mechanism from failure. People who have never got it right, so don't even want to try. Like you failed so many times, you just, oh shit, I'm about to fail again. Real talk. So own it all you want to, but it's a defense mechanism, and it didn't come from success. This is not how the champions work. It's how the losers work. So everybody and then especially, we not talking about how for a lot of y'all, this involves a body. This involves a body. The mistake he made on purpose. And you thinking you blocking somebody, but he don't even care because he clapped buns. He already cracked. And a lot of y'all been doing that your whole life. So, this is nothing more than a defense mechanism for a lot of y'all. And all of y'all owning it. Willingly saying, yep, me. Yeah, I know you. Yeah, we know you. I know you. Now, damn. Why doesn't this slide show up the way I want it to? So, this woman, whose slide is not showing up the way I need it to. This woman, hold on, let me figure this out. Can y'all see this? No, you can't. Well, basically, what she was saying, we're gonna work through it. What she was saying is that men, she's really a hypocrite, but we'll get to that too. She said men don't ask questions. They don't ask follow-up questions, and they're not good conversationalists on the dates. Now, like I said, let's talk about why she's a hypocrite first. She's a hypocrite and a liar. We'll call her other words that I believe she is. She's a liar because in the middle of her story, she talked about how she's got a rule. First of all, she explained herself as a cliche type of person that just does things by the book. So she said after like an hour, she had to leave. So she's like, first she says she was talking about him, not talking about herself. But then she said he never asked about her. Then she said when she was going to go, he was asking her where she was going. And she like, oh, I have a show tomorrow. And he like, oh, you produce? And she like, yeah. And he was asking her questions. And she was trying to rush out. So the thing that she said he didn't do, she literally described him doing. But she was just trying to go. But he literally was asking her about her work, trying to get questions about her and all these different things. While she was trying to follow these stupid cliche views of dating. But the reality is, a lot of men don't care. They don't ask the follow-up. I just talked about this on my other blog about how men don't really be caring and they go through the motions. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. We just go through the motions of cliche questions. What do you like to do? What are your favorite this, that, and third? Bullshit. Y'all know it. Y'all do it too. So, a lot of people just aren't interested. Like, y'all be wanting people to just have life figured out and everybody to just be this person that can go live and break all these topics down. Yo, why are my slides not showing up? I don't even want to talk about this. I'm straight. So, I want to read this. And I want to talk about this. We going full screen on this. Because I believe this is like gaslighting, to be honest. I'm going to just give y'all my opinion of this off the rip. Not saying that I don't think any of it is true or none of it is true or whatever. But I believe that there's some gaslighting here. Because we can look on the internet and see that people don't really be caring about their kids when it comes to their dating life. Like, you hear the talk, single mom and single this and single that. People be talking about themselves. They don't really be talking about the kids. So now someone it's really like a word salad. So they're explaining all of the different ways where cheating affects the kids, as if people actually care, because they're gonna break up the home. Like, even to the point where you'll hear "you'll never see us again" when it be a situation with them two. It never be something with the kids that, well, I ain't gonna say never. No, let me take that back. A lot of times it don't be a situation with the kids where it's something bad with that. It be you. You have a problem. And then you divorce. And then you break up the home and not thinking about your damn self. So don't lie. So let's get into this. So, when you sexually cheat on your spouse, you start to spend less time at home because of your cheating plans and guilt. That's subjective. Maybe you don't. Maybe you fit it into your regular schedule of things you do. And guilt. You spend more time away from home because of guilt. No, you don't. People don't spend more time away from home who are cheating. People spend as much time home as they can when they cheating because they trying to not get exposed as a cheater. So you don't spend more time away from home when you're cheating because of guilt. Now you could sell me on the first one more than the second one. If you're saying you spend more time away from home because you with the other person, cool. But if you're saying because of guilt, like, dang, I cheated, let me not go home. No. I cheated, let me hurry up and go home so she don't think I'm cheating. What are you talking about? That's bullcrap. So you would spend less time with your children. That's cap. I mean, it could happen, but the way they worded it, it's some cap. So number 2. When you are emotionally cheating on your spouse by chatting on the phone, you spend a lot of time on the phone. Duh, that's 2 different things. Perhaps in the bedroom, you become defensive and agitated when your children need you to stop looking at your phone and give them attention. Yo, okay, so basically a lot of y'all, this applies to people who ain't cheating, who ain't even in no relationship when it comes to social media. Y'all be on your phones and get defensive and agitated because you watching your show and tell your kids to get you to look from your phone. So I don't want to hear this crap about the cheating. You cap. They tried it, though. This is good. This is... Yo, you spend more time cheating on the phone. Why? How would you do that? Like, everything... See, they try to bring in the kids, but now the defense is bringing in the spouse. So, this is cap because you gonna catch me on the phone. I'm gonna be texting too much. So now I'm not gonna text too much to spend time away from the kids, because if I'm texting too much where the kids is around, you gonna be around and you gonna wonder who I'm texting. So this is cap. They tried it, but hell no on number 2. So when you're cheating on your spouse stops being your priority. Suddenly you start seeing the wrongs of your spouse. You start mistreating your spouse, not caring how you hurt him, her. Your children notice, wondering why you are so mean, and it hurts them. That's cap. That is cap. First of all, it's cap for a lot of different reasons. Number one, kids may be the most selfish beings on planet Earth. They're self-centered. They care about themselves and themselves only. Now, number two, you telling me that cheating makes you start to see the wrongs of your spouse? So you got to start cheating with somebody else to see the wrongs of your spouse. So basically, if they're wrongs, though, that's what you're saying. You're saying they're wrongs. But you say they got to cheat to see the wrongs? And then you start mistreating your spouse because you don't care how you hurt them. But you see their wrongs, though. That is crazy. And then the children notice why you being so mean and it hurts them. So none of these people that are doing this cheating are blending in, trying to act normal to cover up their cheating. They actually act mean and try to hurt them, and the kids see it, so it hurts them. Okay, you're right. So you're lying, though. So 3 is cap as well. When you're cheating on your spouse, you have to finance the affair using money meant for the family. Oh. Suddenly there is no money to do things for your children. You don't take your children out anymore. Your children ask for something, you'll say there is no money because you're cheating. So you're giving the side piece the money. So you can't get your kids no money. So there is no money. I'm going to let you have that one. Even though, I'm going to tell you what, I'm going to let you have it. I'm going to let you have it, but I'm going to say this. So if there's a side piece, there's a side budget for the piece. There is no, never mind. The side piece don't be needing no cheese a lot of times. Okay, never mind. So I'm going to let you have that one. But it's just hilarious. It's funny. They tried it with that one. That's the best attempt at a try. The money. So when you cheat on your spouse, in comes other vices. Drinking, bad company, lying, violence, disrespect, don't care attitude. You forget about your family values and start to fail your children. Infidelity opens up the doors to other vices. Now, guess what? That's really just a wordplay switch up of number 3. Because if you disrespect and are violent and are lying and have a don't care attitude, that's the same thing as mistreating your spouse and not care how you hurt him or her, and the kids notice. So you're just trying to double talk with the wordplay masters. It's not going down today. So we surrendered number 4 just out of comedy for the pure comedy of it all. So out of these 5, 4 of them are just straight up wordplay, word salad with a cap on top. But there's more, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to fire up for this one. So when you are cheating on your spouse and your spouse knows, your spouse will most likely become bitter. Your spouse will most likely become bitter, negatively affecting how he or she parents and relates to the children, and it's difficult to raise children with a whole broken heart. Oh, so we gonna let you all right now. So let me get on with you. So basically, what you saying is, what up, bro?
What's up?
I'm reading through this little slide. I thought it was it's a lot of gaslighting, but I'm gonna break it all down. It's basically the impact of infidelity on children. And I basically, in my mind, it was like a woman trying to use kids and the sympathy of the kids to tell people not to cheat. When it's like, You already been saying don't cheat, but now you want to kind of use the kids. So I'm just breaking down how cap a lot of these things really are. But some of them are true. But this
Okay.
one, so are we on number 6? So basically, they said when you cheat, it 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 makes your spouse bitter and it affects how they parent. So basically, because he's cheating, she starts being mean to the kids, and that's his fault. And then you can't raise kids with a broken heart. I damn near agree with that one. This one, I
Is
get
this
in
from
this.
is this from a Facebook post or something
Yeah,
else?
yeah. I just screenshotted it and put it up. So like I've been calling cap on whatever's cap, but I agree with this one. I agreed with. Let me go back and show you if you ain't been watching. I called cap on all of these except number 4. I let them have it. I could have called cap, but I let them have it. It says when you cheat on your spouse, you have to finance the affair and then there's less money for the house. I just like, okay, you got that one. You got me. I just whatever. But the rest of them, pretty much I called cap on all of them. It was cap. Number 6, I'm gonna go with it. Okay, he's cheating, so you mean to the kids because he's cheating. You got that. Hey, you're there. I'm there with y'all on that one. So when you cheat on your spouse, it will erode your moral compass and credibility, making you feel like you have no moral authority to mentor your children. That's cap. Cheating doesn't make me a bad parent. Like I'm not. They're not getting cheated on. Like what are you talking about?
I will hope that cheating doesn't make you a
Especially
bad parent.
as they grow. No. I don't. It doesn't. As they grow older, more perspective. Like some of this stuff, like I said, we gonna go through it and find out what's true. But this isn't true. That's why cheating spouses avoid their teenagers and grown up children. Man. So basically, listen. When they grow older and more perceptive. So basically, you're trying to not get caught by the kids too. What do you mean? Other than that, I don't believe that, and a lot of people talk about that how cheating doesn't make you a bad parent, and then even a lot of women are forced to say that like, yo, he's a good dad. You know what I mean? Like, cause if he is, he just is. Like, some of this stuff has validity to it in a sense, but I feel like they just used it as an excuse. Like even like the time away, like this first one. When you're cheating, you spend less time away at home because you're cheating. Like that's a thing for some dudes. But for the most part, a lot of people try to keep the same schedule so it seems like they're not cheating. You know what I'm saying?
Give me your opinion on this. If Will and Jada never cheated, but Willow and Jaden still grew up the way they did, well, I kind of asked the question wrong. Do you think they would have grown up the same way they would have if Will and Jada never cheated on each other?
I think that Jaden and Willow are little sheltered Hollywood kids. So I don't think they would have been quote unquote normal either way. I think they were just bound to be weirdos. And maybe that had a lot to do with it, but I would have to like, you know what? No, I do think they would be different. If they like, cause like you said, they've been living separate and all this shit. So like, if they had two parents in the house that were normal parents that loved each other and raised kids correctly, like yeah, they would be different. Yeah. Jaden would be different. Like he had resentment for his dad and shit. Like I feel like the more and more I think about it now, I was probably a little too hard on him because he probably got that advice from his mom.
Too hard on
Jaden because he was mad at his daddy. Like his dad, I forget the story now. It was so long ago, but I went off on him one time because he was mad at his dad over a movie role.
Oh, I think I know what you're talking about. I remember that story.
Exactly. And that's cat like, yo, you are an ungrateful little bastard. How dare you? You know what I'm saying? And then like he made you who you are, literally and figuratively and all around the board. In every sense of the word. And you got the nerve to try to publicly blast him like, yo, what? How dare you? We don't even know you other than the movie he put you in. Fuck you talking about? Like, you sound so ignorant and dumb. You're just an entitled little piece of shit.
The only way
But
I
my
can see
thing
that
is,
is reality
he
is
got that.
something
He
going on
got that
behind the
from her.
scenes that we don't know.
But the thing is, he got that resentment of his daddy from his mother. Like she was resenting him, and it rubbed off on the kids.
It definitely rubbed off on the kids.
That's BS.
For them to be talking about someone that wasn't even alive.
And that's the
When
same
they were
thing.
born.
Like that, and that's my whole point right there. That's my whole point for Willow to write a letter to Tupac. That's why I bring this up. I already talked about this. But for Willow to write a letter to Tupac, that's what I'm saying. They soaking up the energy of her mom. Like, my mom really misses you. First of all, get out your mama business. And for you to feel that energy that much that she's telling you this. And it's like, it's a weird little wedge. Like, she should be feeling the love that she has for her goddamn daddy. Not somebody that was dead before she was even born. And that just is confusing to a child or a person, period.
Wasn't there an episode of Red Table Talk where... I'm sorry. Wasn't there an episode of Red Table Talk where Willow, Jaden, and Jada all had on bandanas?
They goofy.
That was crazy. But at the same time, like I was telling you, if the network really did help Will, he would have been divorced. For him to still be there, it gotta be some behind the scenes shit going on. And be separate and not divorced.
Like right now is the worst it's ever been in terms of like all of the BS, but I believe he's in a comfortable space of just not caring, regardless. He's so disconnected from his feelings that he just don't care. Like her book, and like I said before, I said in my other live. Well, I ain't said. I think I said on I went live in 750 earlier. It's an art to selling books. Like every time somebody sells a book, it's the same thing. You get the gossip, somebody spills some dirt, somebody talks some shit, and then they sell their book. Like, it's like the same process. Scottie Pippen just did the same thing. Like, everybody does it. When they put the book out, they put some dirt out, they put some juice out, people talk about it, and then all of that. But all of the stuff that we just finding out, Will probably already dealt with in his mind, you know what I mean? And he really don't be caring. But it's too much embarrassment publicly. Like, we care about him. I said all this in 750. Like, we care about him. We don't care about her. You know what I'm saying?
We should be caring about Will, but he's trying to make it hard not to, though. I can still hear you.
We'll figure that out. So let me go back to this. I'm at this slide.
By the way, did you hear any echoes when I was talking?
I know what I did wrong too. I made it big and I was supposed to make it smaller. No. So I gotta finish this off, like, because I can't let people get away with this type of stuff. It's just all worse.
You're number 8, right?
So I was on 8. Okay, when you're cheating on your spouse, you start to avoid family activities such as praying, going to church as a family, and taking your children to visit their grandparents. You deny your children wholesome growth. Now, check this out. And I notice a pattern. A lot of this stuff is the same as the other stuff. Like, even here, number 2, you stop looking to give your phone attention. Like, this is attention. You know what I'm saying? Well, no. Which one is the attention? Well, that's attention. Like, all of this is attention. The first one is you're away from the home and you don't spend time. You know what I'm saying? So if you already said right off the rip, the first thing is I spend less time. Why are you trying to bring it to number 8 to say all of the things that the time is? Don't tell me about church and all this stuff. That's time. That's it. Don't try to wordplay to make it something else. You already said right here, I don't spend time. That's church. That's grandma. That's everywhere. You already said that. So why you saying it again over here, thinking we was gonna forget because you said 7 other cap things and threw in 2 that I agree with? Nope. So they it's the same thing. You know what I'm saying? We seen set it off. We all know it's the same, my nigga. So double dot. How? Man, all right, look, when you cheating on your spouse, parenting can become a competition between you and your spouse. Because you are elevating the one you are cheating with and looking down on your spouse, so you look for faults in him and her. This puts you and your children in a comfortable space because they love you both the same. How much cap can this be?
You know what?
I almost don't even understand it, but I do.
I had an ex-girlfriend that had gave me a story that sounds similar to number 9.
You know what sounds similar to number 9?
Number 3.
number 5, I believe it is.
Number 5.
Yeah,
I hear echo on my end. And if you don't hear echo, it's all good.
It's bitter and it affects how you parent the children. You see what I'm saying? So now down here on number 9, you talking about it's a competition and it affects how you parent the children. It's a little different, but it's similar. It's similar. It ain't still in the bar, but it's it's there a little bit. So okay, my bad. I switched up. When you're cheating, I gotta go full screen because I can't even see it because the little thing in the way. When you're cheating on your spouse, you and your children get to know that they might honor you as a parent, but stop admiring you when they want to and want to be like you. They will lose the opportunity to lead your what? When you are cheating on your spouse and your children get to know. Oh, okay. When the kids find out you cheating. All right. They might honor you as a parent, but they stop admiring you and wanting to be like you. How do you know? The son might want to be a cheater too. How do you know? The daughter might want to. How do you know this? But anyways, you lose the opportunity to lead your children and you only lead someone who admires you. Your children will look forward to moving out and leaving your space. That's a reach. That's them assuming that they will do that. And how did they find out? You know what I'm saying? So you're reaching to say how the kids are going to take the dad cheating or the spouse cheating. Because it could be the mom.
So you as a parent, which one of these 10s would you say apply to you actually? Since you disagree with most of these.
I said I thought 4 was right and I thought 6 was basically right. I think I would have to know about number 10. 10 makes some sense. Like, you gonna look at your parent different when you find out they cheated. You still gonna love them and respect, like, but you gonna look at them a little different. So, like, but, like, even the way it's worded, like they said, get to know, my bad. It says, this thing is in the way, so I can't see it. Like I said, they want to be like you, but it might be your mom who cheated to where, like, and you might be a boy, or it might be a girl and your dad cheated to where you never really wanted to be like them anyway, because you couldn't, because they were the opposite sex. You know what I'm saying? So, like, the want to be like them part is just like, it's wordplay. It's very specific to certain children and certain parents and certain genders and things, but I don't all the way disagree with that one.
Better to
that one, I don't all the way disagree with that.
That are worse than cheating.
Huh?
Now, some of these can apply to things that are worse than cheating, but you know it's a lot.
Yeah, they bring that up. They bring up abuse
relationship, but I've definitely seen worse than cheating.
They said violence in a couple of them. So yeah, I think 6 and out of this list, I could go with 6 and 10. 7 is just another wordplay of Um, yeah, 7 was the wordplay. Which one? Which one was the
But
wordplay?
no, but like what you said,
Oh
some
yeah,
people
7
say
was the wordplay.
violence
It's
is
like 2
higher.
or 3. I
Like
mean,
domestic violence could apply to some of these more than cheating can. Drug
yeah,
abuse can apply
they said
to these
this.
more than
They
cheating can.
said this. They said this right here when you which one was the violence one? Violence. Where did they say violence at? But they said something about violence. But I believe that don't really. They made it about cheating. I mean, if you're that type of person, you that type of person regardless if you're cheating or not.
Yeah. That's why I can see why you think some of these don't make sense because they just look at cheat. A lot of people look at cheating like really the worst thing you can do in a relationship. Like if you cheat, everything falls down like dominoes.
Here they go with here they go. Here they go. Here they go.
Oh,
When
there's
you're
more.
cheating on your spouse, you break the trust and view of marriage for your children. That's cap. They
I actually
ask themselves if mom or dad, who was to be my hero, can do this, then I don't want to get married. That can happen. That can happen. That
Talib
can happen.
Kweli had a bar back in the days where he talked about his mom and dad didn't divorce because they did it for the children.
That can happen. This can happen, but I won't say that it will happen. I don't say that people look at their parents' mistakes and want to copy them. They look at them and want to never do the same thing that they did as far as the mistake they made. So if you say you never want to get married, because I've seen a lot of people say that though. So it can happen. I'm on the fence with this one. It's like 50-50. Because it's a lot of people who say but that's this selfish era of I don't want to get married because I seen my parents. So I've heard this and seen this. So it can happen. Yes, this can happen. I can't disagree with this one because I've seen it. I've heard and seen too many examples of it in real life. So I can't disagree no matter what.
I'm almost going through shit like that right now with step parents. Not even my mom and dad.
Yeah, this one it is. You look at the people who I go with that one. It ain't no way around that one. That one you got to go with it. So number 12, when you're cheating on your spouse and your spouse stays tolerating you for the sake of the children, you just said that teamwork will disappear. Well, whose fault is that? If you staying, you got to stay and stay. Suddenly, you two will no longer work together in finances, parenting, family vision, and you will rob your children of that unity that is so important. But listen here, that's literally, and I mean literally almost word for word, the exact same thing as number 6. Because that's you cheating and finding out, and it negatively affects how you parent or relate with the children. That's the same thing here where you no longer work together in parenting and family vision. It's literally the same thing. It's just different words of the exact same thing. Like, it's the same thing. So, I agree this time. Fuck it. I called the other one wordplay. This time I agree. They're going to keep saying the same stuff until you agree. Just reword it till you agree. All right, I agree with 12. I have to. I don't know choice. They're making me. They're forcing it. They keep forcing it. So, you know what I'm saying? What you got to say about that one? Because you just brought up for the sake of the kids.
But we can go to 13.
Yeah, when you cheat on your spouse and your spouse chooses to leave you, the breaking of the family will hurt your children for life. We got that. You might be too absorbed in your pleasures episodes to notice how much it pains your children. But listen to this one. That's right. However, the leaving is up to the person who right up before chose to stay. So why you leave then? The leaving is what hurted them, not the cheating. So, what can we say about that one? I mean, maybe so, but it does. The breakup of the family will hurt your children for life. But don't tell the person that they're too absorbed in their selfish pleasures to notice when you're the one that divorced them. So hell, you should have stayed. You just stayed one up. You just stayed on 12. So don't talk about the hurt on 13 of leaving. But I can't disagree with it because it's true. Oops.
Go back real quick because that last sentence says something very important.
Yeah,
It is
I ain't even
not
read
worth
it.
it. Imagine how blessed your children will be if you choose to focus on your family, turn down distractions, and work as a team and be role models to your children. And that's
Right.
absolutely true. But we have to understand that everyone is not perfect. Mistakes are going to be made. Are you going to be able to handle those mistakes and not even worry about 1 through 13?
Right, because it boils down to what I already said and what I'm about to repeat when I get further down into these slides. That a lot of people care more about themselves than their children when it comes to the dating market. Like we hear this a lot. We hear this a lot from people. They talk about dating as a single parent or whatever, and they don't really talk about the kids. So, like even Tia Amari, like she talked about graduation, and even she didn't really bring up her kids in there. She was just talking about herself. And then the first time she really brought up the kids was something about dating. Oh, we made rules about when someone can meet the kids when dating. You know what I'm saying? Like you ain't really, if you were thinking about them, you would have stayed with your husband for real. I'm mad that I made these slides um as big as I did. Some of them are too big. But anyways, Tyler Perry talked about how he he got rich and was giving people money because he basically was feeling guilty about people being broke. And I'm on, you know what I'm saying? And then he said he was like couldn't pay his taxes and was losing money like that, and he was like, man, that's bullshit. So you know, he not no selfish person. He still give out opportunities, but now it's more in the form of you can come work for me or you can come create an opportunity for yourself through business. I'm not just gonna hand it out to you. But basically, um, people always talk about people with money, but they don't really talk about the people around them. It's like Jay-Z's cousin. People was mad, oh, why didn't he give it to him? But it's like, how many cousins have there been in Jay-Z's 30-year run of greatness? How many cousins you think there's been? You know what I'm saying? So like even when Dwayne Wade, as much as I would just always want to attack him, when he was talking about going 50-50 on in his bills with Gabrielle, nobody focused on the fact that he was saying they take care of other people's, you know what I'm saying, stuff. So like she got cousins and aunties and probably her mama and them that she takes care of. And then he got cousins and aunties and grandma and mama and them that he take care of. So with them together, it's like, why wouldn't we just split this shit up? Like, but to people on the outside world, it's like he's the man. He's supposed to this, that, and the third. But it's like we're fucking rich. It doesn't really matter.
No different from people being mad over Meek not giving someone a lot of money over water. No, it wasn't Meek. It was the baby. I mean,
Right, he gave him like a dub. Uh-oh, don't do it, Carly. Don't do it. Now at least I know not to make these slides big like that.
it's your
Don't
girl.
do it, Carly. Candace is offering 18. She said she gonna pay the fine to get a interview with her. Don't stand in front of this woman. Don't let her ask you questions. Don't let her break you down. Don't do it, Carly. Do not do it. All money, not
Nah,
good
let her
money.
do it.
Candace gonna
Strong,
smoke her.
independent. I don't need a man. Let her do it.
Candace gonna tear her dumb ass up. She ain't gonna do it.
Shout
Candace
out to all my
Candace
niggas
Owens is low
and
key one of the
females
best
on
investigative
Instagram.
journalists in the
Let
world. A
her
lot of
do
people
it.
don't understand that about her. Like She puts that work in. So Drake has reached 13 number ones. Let me tell you why I don't respect it. Because we live in the era of where numbers aren't really even real. So him having 13 number ones, Usher just got his 10th one, by the way. That's neither here nor there. It's neither here nor there. But
Oh, we
him
know.
having 13 number ones is not the same as Michael Jackson having 13 number ones. When people really had to physically go in and buy albums, it's a different vibe. Like, it's different. It's totally different. And I don't really respect it the same. It's just like Chris Brown. Like, he's really like the most successful R&B artist. You know what I mean? But it's like, yo, no, you're not. So
Drake
like,
on bathroom though, because we're in the streaming era.
that's my whole point. Like, that's why I put this slide on here, just to say I don't care. But I respect it in a sense. You know, it's hard not to. But it's not the same. It ain't even the same. It's nowhere near the same. It's not even comparable. It's not the same.
I saw your video where you say you actually like the rapping, but you ain't care for outside of rapping of these past albums. To me, this might be the second or third worst album ever.
Yeah.
And the number one hit is for a song with J. Cole.
He rapped. He was rapping.
J. Cole out-rapped Drake on the track. Who do you think
that song,
who on that
he was
Drake
doing
and
the
Rick
whole.
Ross Poetic Justice back in the days? Who you think got that song?
Yo, I can't.
You don't remember that one from Good Kid? The Janet Jackson rap. What this pic supposed to be? I see it's zoomed in too much.
This pic is me making the slides too big, and I know better now.
What type of app did you use?
This girl, it's on my slides, but I do it with my. I made them too big with my hands. That's like you slide them and you can make them bigger and smaller. But I didn't know how they were gonna appear on the screen. It's just trial and error. I didn't even notice. I didn't even look through them to do it. I could have revised it, but anyways, it don't even matter because I know what this is. This girl on the top. Let's pull this full screen. I think we can see the text. She says, "Please don't take this the wrong way, but I think you purposely tried to outdress me on my birthday event. And I don't think that's cool." Like, she had on a dress. It was just a dress. And this girl, like, you could see her sleeve. I mean, her arm. The whole dress was like that. It was like see-through throughout the whole thing. Like, she looked better than the girl at the top. And it was the girl's birthday. But basically, it goes to show how much competition women be with each other. And the weird little insecurities they have that they try to bring men into that we really don't be having nothing to do with.
Who, man? I want to hear this.
What you say?
You said one of them chicks try to bring some man into this?
No.
Okay, because I didn't pay attention the past 30 seconds after you read that message. It's like you complaining over that. So it look better than you on your birthday? Come on.
But it's insecurity. It's like, this is why, like, a lot of women be saying it. When women be saying they can't hang around other women, it be stuff like this. It be stuff like her. Like, you are jealous of me because of a outfit I put on. Like, this is the stuff women be talking about. Like, they're messy and childish. Like, when women say it, they mean it. This is the messy, childish stuff they be talking about dealing with women and why they can't be friends with them. It's right there on display in our face.
The chick that had the 16th birthday back in the days on that MTV Sweet 16 show wasn't even the cutest one in her own party. No one was complaining about this. But this is stupid.
Now, It's a message in the bottle here. Because
I've seen this before.
right, but what you have not seen is all of the I'm not going 50-50 with a man women talk about how they're gonna be a financial asset, even to themselves, with a man paying all the bills. The reason why is because most of them who are independent and pay bills all on their own don't have saving habits because most of their money goes to bills and expenses. So this I'm independent, I'm doing it on my own. They're doing it, but it's also a continual process of needing money. Like everybody get on the internet and act like they're balling and rich and you know what I'm saying? But everybody's not. So this is the reason why you bills dominates the conversation online because a lot of people struggle to pay them. So hell yeah, if you're a woman and you feel like man, hell yeah, you're gonna say I want a man to pay the bills, of course, because you struggle to do it. But a man, you know, who's about his purpose and about his business, and even Cardi B, rich niggas sponsor goals. Okay, but what are the actual goals though? Is it just you not really having a goal, or is it a goal? So, so for a lot of men, they would be way more inclined to invest in women or put their time and money into women if they seen that they weren't just airheads just saying that men are supposed to pay because they're supposed to pay. Like, yo, what are you gonna be doing with your money? Are you just gonna be buying bags and spending $700 on nails and wigs and shit? Or are you gonna be doing something fruitful and productive with the money while I'm paying all of the bill? You never hear women talk about this because they can't even, a lot of them can't even fathom what they would do with money because they don't do anything with it but spend it. So like this post ties into the dating market and all of the stupid conversations that we hear about bills and the stupid people who have them. That's my 2 cents and 3 cents.
And shout out to all those who do say, bro.
Right. And it
You
is.
other niggas
And
want to ask for something.
and
Yeah, you still owe something.
and on top of the fact, this whole post, people who know this sit around and listen to people have the dumb conversations of such and such is supposed to cost this. If it don't cost this, I mean, we got to go on a $500 million date and it's got to cost $7 million a plate. Yo, all of this stuff. When everybody know how expensive stuff is, like yo, why don't you keep it real about like a relationship? If everybody ain't rich, I can see if a guy's just a millionaire, rich, trillionaire, billionaire, and money's literally no object. But with two people who work, like you should want to save money. Like you should want to go to the place that's got the burgers that cost $6 or whatever the hell you like. Like you know what I'm saying? If it's something good for cheap. Like as a couple, we should have that restaurant we go to that's cheap that we like. Cause we know we saving chip. Instead of we always gotta go to damn steakhouse and spend $800 a meal. No. Now we can do that. We can have those nights. We can have that fun. But every night, every day, like you shouldn't even want to spend all of that money like that. That's dumb. But some people don't even think like that. They're just stupid. For real.
Next topic. I don't want to speak too much on this.
But right, that's why I just felt like going off. And then, up. Let's go full screen. It falls right into my point. It falls right into my point. This is the minimum that a nigga should send. You just should send it. This for breakfast, lunch, gas, brunch, dinner, nails and makeup, an outfit, a wig. This is the minimum that you should send.
Even at my age, you gotta eat dick before you can do anything against this bitch. You bugging. Next topic.
No, not next topic.
You there, like,
Not
bro,
next topic. Not
really?
next topic. Because this is what I'm saying about the culture that we live in, and then this is the type of stuff that's hidden behind you're not a real man if you don't do it. This is cap. This the minimum that you should send.
I've been blocked over conversations off of this online. That's what makes it more hilarious.
Like, yo,
even a couple close friends of mine from
I just
college
want you to
blocked
think
me over a
about the
conversation like
reality of
that.
this. Like, yo, her saying, just think about this. Someone calls you, somebody you know. She calls you. Like, I'm kind of hungry and I need some dinner. Can you send me some money? This woman saying that the minimum that you're supposed to send this woman for dinner is $200 for dinner. Just because you want to eat dinner, it should be $200 for it. Where are you going to eat?
But they call us haters when we call these people simps.
This is the minimum that you're supposed to send, bro.
Niggas don't even spend $200 at Walmart. Publix. I'll take it to Publix because it's expensive as fuck. Niggas don't even spend $200 at Publix.
You got any karma? You got any karma stories to tell of a woman who played you and then got played, or just you shot your shot, she turned you down and ended up with a. I put this on here because
I did make is that I took her and her friend out to a Chinese restaurant, got me like one of those entrees and shit that was cheap as fuck. And I just got something like I wasn't even hungry right there. I was really trying to, fuck this chick again, but I had to let with her friend first. All of a sudden they brought up some old shit. Argument went down, pretty much kicked them out downtown. They wanted to throw shit in my car. But yeah. The karma came back at them hard though. I was with my ex, and I happened to see this chick, black, walking with some African dude that she must have been dating or messed with. I don't know, but she just looked at me, and then she put her head down real quick. I didn't want to feel no emotion over that, but it kind of hit because it's like, dang, you don't know if the karma can come the good way or bad way, but see her like that, I wouldn't wish like that on no one. Like that's messed up. But karma is real though.
But see, what I was just gonna say one thing about this. See, women always be talking about men are just hurt that women rejected them and turned them down. But my thing is this: the way y'all complain about y'all exes, social media is heaven for those dudes. They get to watch y'all suffer. So if this is true, all he does is get to log on and see you talk about how men ain't shit and this and that, and he can just laugh and feel good about that shit. Like, what are you talking about?
I can see that. Because when normally niggas talk about like they exes, they're not saying it like they're suffering. They're saying it like they're flashback. And they remembering shit that they went through, lessons and all that. But yeah, I do tend to see that when a female talks about her exes, it's not in that way. It's on some like, let me vent. I can't vent to no one in person off just being off online. Fuck this nigga.
And then,
if the shit is true, you can't hate on that. Some of that should be over exaggerated, bro.
Right. And then it's a disconnect in the black culture between, like, I just was on a post. You be watching That Boy Will? You watch That Boy Will, right?
I probably saw like one video from him.
Yeah, but somebody was on their comment section, like, they mentioned how something he was talking about and like, yo, I see you a low key nerd. And I'm like, yo, maturity is that being a compliment. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of us in our culture aren't nerds and just haven't been nerds and didn't want to be nerds, but also didn't reap the benefits of being a nerd.
Yeah.
So the nerdy dude who's now got a good job and on with no felonies, no nothing, or see the girl who turned him down, and she had a baby by a Pookie or a Ray Ray or that shit. So he even looking at that like, yo, yep, that's what you
The
get.
fact
Now you
that
got
you
a
wear
baby by a piece
glasses
of
that
shit.
aren't even expensive,
Huh?
people gonna call you nerd by default.
Right. So the nerds get to look at people like, yo, y'all some dummies.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Shout out to Blueface Mom. Shout out to Ice Spice Mom. Holla at
Shout
me.
out to modern women. You are looking at the future of women.
Bruh.
A lot of women.
Lou Mail got an OnlyFans.
Nah,
And they
man.
sell $100
We're looking
videos.
at the future.
We here,
Looking at the
bro.
future. Listen,
We're here.
because
It ain't the future. We're here.
we're in the no settle culture. So you got all of these women, like this woman bragged about how she turned down Shaq, turned down Usher, all these different things, but now she looks a mess and a fool. So this is women in 15, 20 years. All these women that be talking this shit online about men. This is them. Some of them, a lot of them still gonna look good. And they gonna still be thirst trapping, looking a damn fool. All because we're in the don't settle culture. But the settle is someone who doesn't even exist for a lot of them. You know what I'm saying? And then, like I said at the beginning, well, not even the beginning, but it was a bunch of slides ago. We going back just to make my point again. Like I said on this slide, where we at with it? Like I said on this side, people got all these stipulations for money and where to go, but the date's supposed to be fun. Like you're supposed to enjoy somebody's company instead of saying everywhere what it's supposed to cost and all this stuff. So this is everybody who's caught up in this weirdo culture of just never settle because you got to make a certain amount. It's okay to want somebody to pay all your bills, but the personalities don't even be matching up with people. And they don't even know what to look for in a person because they so hung up on what they got to spend. And then also, a lot of times the people who can spend that money are pieces of shit. Especially when it comes to dudes, because a lot of if it's a rich dude or a dude that got a money to spend, he's gonna use it to get women, and women act like they don't know that. But you know what I'm saying? So this is the future, ladies. This is you in 20 years. Keep talking this shit about men. You know what I'm saying? Keep it up.
Shout out to Blueface Mom once again.
Shout out to Jim Jones once again. 1-0 on Pusha T. Now this was underneath a comment on Jim Jones' video. Jada talked about how she sold drugs in the 90s. You seen that?
You know that's been out for a moment though. You do know that, right?
I mean, just saying, I'm just hearing about it, but I guess Jim Jones is too. But Jim Jones was like, yo, you know, if you sold something in the 90s, there's people that could vouch for you. You know what I'm saying? That's all he was saying. And then here she goes with this. Saying, seeing men gossip makes me sick to my stomach. And seeing them gossip about a woman at that. Ugh.
Why she talking like a nigga, yo? See
But
it,
the point is,
sticks in my stomach.
right, but the point is,
that's masculine energy right there, bro.
Here's the thing about
I
this.
thought it was a nigga talk.
I said something to her. She responded too. I'm
You
like,
said
yo,
that.
so You just got a problem with the gossip, or you got a problem with men doing it. And then she really lied. She said she got a problem with it, period. But that's a lie because you wouldn't have said about a woman. Like, what's the difference? All right. So a man gossiping is bad, but then a man gossiping about a woman is even worse. Well, it should be worse that he's gossiping about a man, if you ask me. If you ask Dame Dash, he'd say the same thing. What you mean? So she's backwards. But my point was like, yo, why is it that women talk about being women as a bad thing, and then they talk about being men as a good thing, but they talk about men like they're bad? And they talk about women like they're good. Like all of the female qualities,
you can't control that, bro.
like all of the female qualities, they diss them. And all of the men qualities, they like, oh yeah, I'm now, yeah, of course I'm masculine. I'm masculine. And you're feminine. You're gossiping like a bitch. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's a diss to be, it's a diss to be called feminine as a man, obviously. But then for them, they look at being called masculine as a good thing.
Because they wanted to be like.
But it's like I said when the Just Hilarious thing came out. I'm like, yo, the reason why these people are coming at y'all this way and doing this with y'all is because y'all play with womanhood and try to diss men instead of really stand up for actually being women. Y'all try to claim y'all are masculine, and that's bullshit. Y'all should be women. That shit went semi-viral. I got a lot of views on that shit. But that's because everybody was talking about that shit. But I just thought this was funny because you see this a lot. Like, women always want to diss the qualities that they do, but then say they're masculine, though. Like, yo, be a woman. Stand up for all of that shit.
You got any pictures of her, though?
Do I got what?
You just got the comment from the chick. You didn't have no pictures of her. Chelsea, what's the name was?
No, she did look like she was probably fine,
Oh.
though. But no, I ain't.
Because I'm sweating. If I didn't see that picture to the person's name, I would have thought a nigga said that.
So this little girl, I had another video. I wanted to talk. I find it funny. Like, it was a video where like the little girl was crying getting her hair done, and that's like every woman's experience. Like, it's almost like it's indoctrination to where like no little kid ever wants to get their hair done. But then now as adults, it's almost like it's been happening for women so long that they just accepted that it's just something that's just supposed to happen to them. When really, naturally, they don't want that shit done to them. Like in their purest form, they don't want that shit in their head. None of them. No little girls is gonna sit there and get weaving or shit. That's not happening. So, and I never really even care or get into the weave conversations for a lot of different reasons, really, but mainly because it's a market. It's people's hustle. Like, I know hairdressers, I know stylists. So like, I look at the people that are paying their rent and feeding their family off hair. But just in terms of but in terms of like appearance and like what men want in their woman and their wives and their girls, a lot of that shit is so unnecessary. Especially the lashes. Every man hates that shit. Like, they don't like it at all. I don't know a man that really, really appreciates that shit. They'll deal with it because they just love women. But men don't like that shit. If men had a vote, lashes would disappear off the face of the earth. And this the second video I've seen recently of just like a little kid getting their hair done and hating it. But it's really a normal thing. But now in the social media era of people getting their hair done, I mean, people having videos, when you see certain stuff, it just look like you may have been in a house with a little girl getting her hair done and seeing her cry, seeing her get popped with a comb for moving around. But when you see it on video, it looks like abuse. Like straight up just abuse. It looks like torture. You know what I'm saying? But this is the epidemic to where like that it's like, and like you said, when in our era, only old people used to wear wigs. Now it's like 5-year-olds with wigs on. People putting wigs on like 3-year-olds. You know what I'm saying? Like, and especially somebody to where like this little girl has hair and you about to give her a wig. Like, why? That's foolish. But it's the era that we live in. Mm, 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 mm. Now, people say that everything happens for a reason. Sometimes things don't happen for a reason. So, I wanted to talk about this. I wanted to talk about it on social media. I wanted to talk about it on TikTok. I wanted to do a lot of different videos about it. I wanted to talk about how people weren't talking about it when they always like to talk about protection. I'm so mad she cut off because she's like the finest athlete that's out right now. But anyways, yeah, I definitely gotta not do my slides this big. But anyways, so I wanted to talk about this and I never did. For some reason, I just never did no videos about this. And come to find out, there's some salt in the game of some sort. Like, I don't know what. I'm still shaky about it, but all I know is that she released a statement. For those that don't know, NBA basketball player Kevin Porter Jr. That's I don't even know how to pronounce her name. I don't even know how to pronounce her name. Let me get the correct pronounce. My bad. But anyways, her last name is hard to pronounce. I believe her name is pronounced Kyrie though, like Kyrie's or Kyrie. But anyways, it was alleged that he beat her up. Um, and it was just a weird story, and you never really heard anything about it. He got suspended for the league, but then she put out a statement that the prosecution lied. She never talked to the prosecutor, and they put out the statement of things that they wouldn't have even known about. And this is her saying this. This is her, like I said, this is me knowing about my slides from now on. I know they're not making that big. I thought I was doing something good, but I was really doing something bad. And now I know. So she and I ain't proof through them. I ain't gonna lie. If I would have seen this, I could have fixed it real fast. But yeah, so she she put out a statement that the prosecution made up this story of made up the said that she got strangled, said she got hit 5, 6 times, and she said she never talked to them. But my thing is this. Why are we just now hearing this from you, sis? If that's the case, you should have been live. You should have been, if this your boyfriend and they're lying on him, you should have cleared that up a long time ago. Like, what? Like, we shouldn't be having to clear this up with you uh after he's already suspended and weeks later. No. No. If the prosecution lied as soon as they lie. Soon as you hear that he hit you 5 times and choke you, You were supposed to be like, no, he did not. This was supposed to, the day we heard about this, you should have put this post out. So it's either she trying to protect him now and he did all of this, or I don't know what the hell, because what took her so long to make this statement? She should have been said this. She literally should have been said all of this. She literally said the prosecution has misleading information and narratives. Like, it's unfortunate. Listen, the statement, listen, it's unfortunate that misleading information and narratives were shared to bring forth current charges in this case. Like, if misleading information and narratives were shared to bring forth charges in the case needs to be dismissed. She said there was never any she said,
You
oh, it
straight?
was never insufficient evidence. Oh, she said it was never insufficient evidence provided because it never existed. So, like, it wasn't no bad evidence because it wasn't any evidence of anything because nothing happened. Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, so why are we here? Why is he suspended? Why are you just talking now? This is weird. It's almost like I don't believe her. But I'm not saying I don't believe her. I can't say I don't believe her because she's saying that the prosecution lied. So you can't just make that claim without some validity. However, the timing of this is just off to me. Because this happened 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago. This is like a month old now, damn near. And you just now putting out a statement. And it comes when it's almost like she didn't understand how serious it was because he got suspended from the league and then she put the statement out. But nah, you need to put the statement out as soon as they put the rumors out. Don't try to act after when something happened. Something already happened. They said I hit you and beat you up. That's enough. You think as long as I don't lose my job, I'm good? No, I lost my image. People think I'm a woman. You know what I'm saying? No. So she a goofy for that. Even if all of this is true and all of that, she's still a goofy for waiting till he got suspended to do it. She a goofy. Like, for real. And it's really kind of crazy when they can just trump up charges on people, especially in this era. You already know the protect women, men don't protect women, men beat up women, men are this, black men, all of this era. So, and then you got a guy on this high of level that you can trump something up on, and then it's a bad look on her because she's a professional athlete. So, like, what are we doing? Man, that shit crazy, dog, and it makes me irritated because the apologies never will be loud as the disrespect. Like, what are they gonna do? Like, they're just gonna reinstate him? Like, any fine? Like, they should be paying him. He should get a raise, and he should sue. Like, this a lawsuit. Especially when you dealing with the fact that I don't know what his contract is, but I know he makes millions and millions of dollars. He plays the NBA. So, like, you playing with, first of all, my name is defamation, my freedom, and my money. I'm suing. I need everything. And then some people, no matter what you say or do, once you get them at you like that. But in this case, the woman saying it didn't happen. But I don't even really necessarily believe her. I don't know what the hell. I don't know what to believe at this point. I swear.
Yeah, we'll see as time goes on for this.
Yeah, time done went on. That's my whole point. Time went
Yeah,
on.
I gotta keep saying more before I
Time
say
went
it
on.
because I'm
And then
seeing it on here as well on my phone.
Yeah, time went on for a month, and then she dropped this statement saying it was untrue. That shit should have been dropped.
And she WNBA.
Like, look at the last. It says it's polarizing when codes of ethics are violated and egregious statements are illuminated into false realities appearing real. But then again, I don't know what she's saying because she's saying my unfortunate experience should not be used as a platform to catapult careers at the expense of defaming, belittling, and destroying the career of human lives, especially my own. What a fortunate experience. You know what I'm saying? Is it true or is it not true? And then she said, she said that they didn't talk to her, and then they put out that her trauma has been compounded so much that they haven't been able to have a full conversation with her regarding the incident. It's like y'all didn't try to talk to me, but then y'all put it out that I'm so traumatized that I couldn't talk about it. But then this shit is a bad look on Kevin Porter, dog. Like, this shit not even funny. It's really just fucking embarrassing, and it's really, it really pisses me off on some real shit.
Oh.
Especially when even I thought he beat her up because of what they were saying. But I still don't know. Like I said, I don't know what the hell. Because even in here she's saying my experience and all of this stuff. So what experience? Did he whoop you or not? But clearly they exaggerated it. He did something. He did something. But clearly he didn't do the clearly he didn't punch her 5 times and strangle her to the point of her losing breath and redness and straining scars on her face. And because she just said, which I did not have and never occurred. So that means she didn't have scars. And he didn't punch her and choke her. So he did something. But she's word playing around what actually happened, because maybe the punch her 5 times and with a ball fist repeatedly is maybe a lie, but he might have slapped her twice. I mean, I don't know. But he did something. Clearly, they're not making it all up, but they clearly made up something. So, yeah, like you said, we said more got to come out, but really what has to happen is he needs to get reinstated off of this. Like, they're saying it didn't happen. Like, she's not going to press no charges. The state's going to have to press some charges. And she's saying it didn't happen. And then they're saying, like, yo, this shit just crazy. I mean, when I read it, I'm like, yo, wow. I didn't even know that this was a reality. Like, I'm sitting here not talking about it because I'm trying to see more information. And then the more information is this. Her saying it's some cap. Like, yo, what? I never seen anything like this. I never seen somebody get accused of something and then the person who that is supposed to be
that
the
chick
victim.
that played for Indiana. Okay.
Yeah, I made the slides with it. She bad. Yeah, she the coldest of the coldest.
Nah, I've seen her before, so
But
I didn't
yeah,
know you was dating her.
right,
Dang.
right. And then um yeah, so I'm like, yo, well, how is this taking this long to come out like this? This is some weirdo behavior.
Mm.
Like I was saying, that was my point I was about to make. I've never seen someone get accused of something and then the person who's supposed to be a victim say it didn't happen. Like, what are we supposed to be doing with the case? Drop it. If the victim saying it didn't happen, there should be a case dismissed. Give me my job back from the league. What? How is there a crime when the victim saying it didn't happen? What y'all are saying I did, the person who y'all are saying I did it to, are saying that did not happen. So what case do y'all have? Are y'all gonna try to come back and say I did something else? Oh no, we was wrong about the 5 punches he punched her twice. Go to hell. Case dismissed. I don't need to talk no more. Y'all lied about some marks and scratches. This is what we heard. I heard that he left marks and scratches. She saying she didn't have no marks and scratches. And she said she didn't get punched. And then, but she's saying something happened, like I said. He did something, but we don't know what. And she ain't saying, and they lying about. So case dismissed. So that's got to go. Case dismissed, bro.
What else you got after?
Nothing. It's on my sides. Yeah, man. Basically the internet meme culture.
So this the internet. Dr. Real News for the day, huh? That's what's up.
Yeah, I really wanted to really just touch on a couple different topics. The couple things that I went off on. Because I just hate the separation from reality that the internet has caused people.
What footage did you use from Anton Daniels that you was talking about the other day?
Nothing. I was I never did it. They had an interview. You know what? I'll pull it up right now. I'm about to save it in my shit right now. Let me do it.
Nah, the funny one is when
we about to
Fantasy
right
Island girl dude like last
you don't like old girl.
and
you don't even like sis.
Island girl Q came on a line real quick. I can tell you what video to go to. You're gonna connect YouTube here.
It's funny watching her because I be watching Thon, and she been on his lives for like a year, and she really turned into a different person.
There was a video that I meant to download, but I forgot to, and they erased that shit like 2 days later. It was a conversation between Tommy Sotomayor and Fantasy Island girl, and it's like I want to say that video was like almost an hour, but it could have been like 5 minutes. Like he just had her in like a circle the entire time. He's trying to like get her like, yo, this is why people ain't mess with you, but just do this. I'm gonna do what I want. Okay, but don't get mad at the reaction. But the whole conversation became like almost a circle on one thing, but it was so hilarious the way it was brought up. I didn't even know her team was fake. I thought her team was real, but I guess not.
That's what I thought.
Matter of fact, hold on. Are you on YouTube right now?
I just got the
Because I was going to tell you what to type in and what time to go to.
Nah, I was getting this video to copy.
But it was hilarious, but hey, shout out to all promoting their shit and all these websites. I don't care. I don't really give a fuck, to be honest with you. Everybody got their shit. Some of it sounds good, some of it don't. Everybody right. Some people wrong. It is what it is, man. Yo, does it sound like I'm repeating over and over?
Yo, does it sound like I'm repeating over and over?
You said what?
Okay. If you don't hear me twice, then I'm good then.
No.
Okay.
You said
if you don't hear me
like
twice,
okay,
then I'm
cool.
good then. Okay, cool.
Yeah, I'm about to cook this up right on the spot.
Okay.
Bad. I just had to
Because I was
prep
about
the
to
meal.
play something too, but I'm gonna wait for you.
No, I just had to prep the meal. Usually I be having my shit loaded already for me. But I had to go get this one. Where's my lighter at? Oh.
Feels good being calm at the moment. Shout out to DrRhilTV.
But yeah,
This dude about to get washed by using one of the worst rappers of all time. I
man,
respect your
that
hustle. I
shit
love
right
you
now,
like TV
dog.
videos,
What
the
are you
music.
talking about?
No.
Nigga, I'll go get my list right the fuck now, nigga. You sound dumb. So, now.
What if heaven was hell and vice versa?
Because I was hearing so many people saying
how like rude and down he was talking to women, but yet like they would come in for advice, but when he would dish the advice was always like sharp and like no, there was no way of he wasn't sweetening the thing or anything like that, and then the women would get upset, feel some kind of way, and be like, and like how why you're talking to me like that, but you kind of came and I never, it's almost like they were glutton for punishment. And like when I was done watching a few of his videos, I sat there thinking like, do they even take the advice? Like is it just to be on there? Like to be yelled at? Like, is this some sort of weird, like, like trying to get like tongue lashings just for the sake of, and maybe they were hoping to be the one that could break the mold and be the exception, and then Kevin Samuels would be like, okay, let me be like nicer or whatever, but then like I don't know, it's kind of like what Quentin says, like some people will respond to that sort of advice, like the way that it's like dished out, but others will not, and it seemed like a lot of them did not respond to that harsh way of being spoken to, but they still.
I'm just here to call cap on that. And the reason why is because I feel like the people who, she talking about Kevin Samuels, obviously. I feel like a lot of the people who talk like that really don't listen to that dude speak to people. Like, he really had a grace for talking to people. And the people who look at a clip of him having to go off on somebody stupid don't see the help he was doing with people. Like, if people don't think he was trying to help people, then you can't be helped. And that's okay for you. But he really was. It's almost no way around understanding how either. But people can try.
If I'm not mistaken, this or another episode, B. Taylor said she only listen to anything she said. So at least she said she can't really have an opinion on him. I just find hilarious that she said that men should not be giving women advice. And then when people ask, okay, what women should give you advice? I don't think people
I don't
should
know, all of them.
online.
Wait, do you guys think that women should be talked to like men?
That's my whole point for watching this.
No.
Men should stop talking to women and let the women handle the women.
You gonna
No.
laugh?
Well,
That's the dumbest thing I've ever heard in my entire life.
I don't talk to I have a son and I have a daughter, and I don't talk to them the same.
I'm gonna be honest with you, B. Taylor. What B. Taylor said, women should handle women. I ain't gonna lie. I don't want to talk to no women. Women don't listen to women. That's just what I
Thank you, Q.
learned.
I think that men should not be talking to women, point blank, period. They need to be focused on talking to the men. But the thing is, Kevin.
That's because you ain't got no daddy, B. Taylor. And I'm going to tell you like this. The reason why that is the worst advice that I've ever heard in my entire life is because women have selfish desires. They have selfish things. Like, a lot of them can't see past themselves. So the female echo chamber, like even the sisterhood, it's not a real thing. It's a trauma bond. It's the internet. So, you can't really help a person who's not really trying to listen to anything except like even the way they communicate. It's all a diss to men. I say it all the time. I say it all the time, and I'm gonna keep saying it because it's truth and it applies to so many different things. Women just go with anything that sounds like a diss to men. Even like how we was just talking about Kevin Samuels. The concept of losing weight to become more desirable to the opposite sex is so common sense that a caveman could say it to you. But that man got demonized for telling people to lose weight when it's just common sense. You know what I'm saying? So B. Taylor wants to exist within the everybody's a 10 echo chamber of stupid shit. And men talk different. Even the whole idea of victim blaming. That's not a man. Like, even if you, like, okay, if you steal your parents' car and then get into an accident, you about to get your dumb ass cussed out. Like, as long as nothing happened to you, where you're not in, hurt, yo, they're about to show up going crazy on you. They're victim blaming. Like, yo, what? So, like, when you're doing something wrong, when something happens to you, a man is going to immediately be like, yo, you shouldn't have did, like, not no matter what. As long as you safe and you haven't been harmed in any way, a guy is going to come in like, yo, why did you do that? Women are going to coddle you. Oh, baby, it's going to be okay. Men going to be like, oh, hell no. Ain't no baby's going to be okay. You good? Okay, yeah, now your ass on punishment. And men just talk different. And she wants to be coddled by that. She wants the echo chamber of stupidity. It's not going to happen. And then, like I said, why would she not want to listen to men when she wants one? So when men are talking about, they've had their view in all of these talk shows and all these things for years. Ricky Lake, Sally Jesse Raphael, women have been able to talk for years. When men are telling you what they want from women, why wouldn't you want to listen to that when they're the ones you're supposed to be giving it to? You want to listen to women. Fool. And if you want to listen to women, you should listen to Q. The first woman just told you, I'm straight. Soon as she said it, a woman told her, hell no. You don't listen to no damn women. Women don't listen. So B. Taylor just wants the echo chamber. That's all she wants.
Samuels knew that men don't fucking listen. That's why he stopped talking to the men. It wasn't no money. It wasn't no clout from it. It wasn't no revenue and nothing. Therefore, when he started talking to the women, he started going viral. He started getting on a shaver.
Yes, they do. And that's the reason. See, women don't understand. See, y'all underestimate us, and that's why y'all always end up in the hurt positions of he got down on me, he used me, he this and that. Y'all underestimate us. Men listen. They even listen to the shallow little stupid stuff y'all say, and they adapt to that. This is why we can take advantage of y'all. I don't know why I give out the playbook when women don't be listening. This is why we can take advantage of y'all. It's easy. This is why you got all the dreaded guys and all the guys with beards. Everything y'all say y'all like, men start popping up doing it. Why? Because, women like that? Oh, let me grow out the beard and line it up then. That's simple. That's easy. Women like dreads? Oh, let me grow them out. Oh, women like guys that wear the J's? Oh, let me get the new Jordans when they come out. Oh, I like those. Let me buy those. What? This is what men do. And this is the reason why we keep up with current trends and y'all like us and we're able to take advantage of y'all. But men don't listen. Yes, they do. I'll pull up, especially when stuff like what Kevin Samuels was saying. He was giving cologne advice. You think men not listening? First of all, if a man clicks on that video to watch it, it's a purpose. So when you tell him what cologne is fire, he's gonna go want it. Like they listen. Like men have a different purpose. Like first of all, if we're even listening to your video, we're listening. Like we want to hear what you have to say. So it'd be no reason for men to not listen if they weren't listening.
Started getting popularity, started getting into money. Women gave this man content. And so those women chose to call up all the time on the show. That's their fault. But women should not be listening to random men on the internet. If it's not the man that's in your life that's actually doing shit for you and pouring into your life.
Now, see? That's how you know she's selfish as hell. First of all, she was right about women giving him content. But this is what I be saying to the people that be trying to diss the dude. The content came from his callers. He's not telling these people to say what they're saying about the type of men that they want. He didn't tell them to say it. He just asked them and they said it. And then people look at it a certain way. The same way they look at the same people who were talking about Kendra G.
In the video he did with Sham Booty, she said that the majority of her fan base isn't his fan base, but he's saying it is because they're matching like statistics when they broke all of that down. But yeah, keep going.
Right. So like, I don't understand how this woman really like. But like I said, it's just an internet topic that people can just claim.
And what the fuck are you listening to some random man that you don't know what his real life looked like?
Oh yeah, but back to what she was saying. You only listening. She said you got to listen to the people that are in your life doing stuff for you. What? This how you know she's just selfish. Like, I can't get any information from you unless you're in my life and I can use you. And she's just selfish. That's how you know a stupid person.
Right now getting information.
That's how you know a dumb person, dog. Where you can't get any information unless I know you and you're in my life doing stuff for me. You got to pay my bills and give me some money for. We got to go back to the $200. You got to send her $200 for her to be able to listen. For her to be able to listen to you. She's a weirdo. That's why Anton's shaking his head at her. She's weird.
He's only telling you what he's telling you on the internet. I can get on here and call myself whatever, and that doesn't make it true. So therefore, men need to stop talking to women and start talking.
Exactly. This is why she's stupid. Nobody's telling you to call yourself anything. We don't care about you. You need to process the information and stop focusing on yourself. This is she's selfish. I told you. I could get on the internet and call myself whatever. And that she's focused on her image and people's lying about their image because that's what she's doing. But anyways, the reality is what she's saying is fundamentally the dumbest thing I've ever heard from a human. Like, that's stupid. That's not how learning even works.
To the men, because that's a whole, nobody wants to talk to the men. Because they know the men not listening.
So you said,
but there are plenty of men. There are plenty.
Meanwhile, it's men listening. Meanwhile, these people y'all complain about, the black men on podcast, have viewers. Hundreds of thousands of them. A lot, you know what I'm saying? They get views, but black men aren't listening. Okay. The men you date don't listen because they don't even have internet, because they don't even have.
Men already talking to men.
Hold on.
And
so
like
you said that women need to talk to women, right? Correct. I just want to make sure that I got that clear. You said women need to talk to women, right?
About what?
Yeah.
So what successfully married woman do y'all listen to on the internet?
Queen Maker.
Oh, no, stop. What successfully married woman do y'all take advice from on the internet?
I think the internet, you need to be careful who you listen to, because everybody is not who they say they are on the internet. I think
she's selfish as hell. She's talking about the person. Everybody's not who they say they are. Yo, who do you listen to?
That's not what I asked.
Well, I'm answering the way I can answer, and I'm saying
because you're selfish.
I don't think you should be on the internet because not everybody is who they say they are. Go into your personal life who is actually married, where you can see their marriage every day, see their husband and their
I
wife
literally
every
heard you
day.
quote
And
from
if
3
that's
different internet women tonight.
I guess I'll
You
just
called them bandits, right?
yeah.
Which is obviously from somebody on the internet. You referenced several different women on the internet that obviously you personally listen to. What I'm asking is, if y'all listening to other women on the internet, which obviously the ones that y'all listening to based off of who you quote are not successfully married, who else are y'all listening to that is successfully married that got a microphone? Is what I'm asking.
So for me, I don't listen to women. Me personally, I'm speaking for myself. I'm not. Don't clump me into the rest of the panel. No, just not being funny, but I listen to men. I'm not trying to sleep. Let me just hear me out. I'm not trying to sleep with a woman. So a woman cannot teach me what I need to know and learn about a man. So I
Thank you. You can keep cooking, sis, but I just want to tell B. Taylor that she's a goofy, and I don't understand why she doesn't understand that. You want to get advice from women who give advice based on hurt, literally, and their past hurts. It's never positive. Like she said, like he said, he just didn't say no name. He was talking about Cynthia G. The hurt of all hurt.
about men. So don't I can't agree with none of what was just said. That don't apply to me.
It don't apply to nobody. The shit is goofy. Why would she be trying to listen to women tell you about men? If you listen to women tell you about men, they're going to tell you about their selfish desires. It's going to sound like old girl on the slide. Nigga supposed to send you this for this and this and this and this. If you listen to women tell you about men, they're going to tell you about themselves every time. So B. Taylor selfish as a motherfucker. And thanks to Jasmine for cooking.
I'm gonna either go to my man or I'm going to go speak to another man about what I need to be learning. So I don't talk to women about men or what I need to learn.
Yeah, I feel like it's like the blind leading the blind.
And if more people listen to that woman, it'll be less goofy shit on the internet. The fake beef between men and women is a bunch of women talking to other women about men. That's all it is. For real.
Honestly.
So I I don't know, women complain too much. Women they be going through too much shit. Like it's easier to listen to men and just I don't know, like because I'm blunt, so I want that advice straight up. Like I don't want to hear a woman telling me what she thinks I want to hear, and it just
Goofy shit. Thank you, Q.
I don't like the times I've watched women panels. The shit was boring. Don't even know what like it was just the most of them nagging or complaining. So the only person I've probably I don't even watch other streams like that anymore. Probably what's her name, Security Boss. But other than that, I don't know who other on here that's known in our circle that's married. Who
Yeah,
else
but
do
you
we
got
know?
you got a really good friend that you know that's married to me. So that's
Yeah,
that
Rita, but
doesn't.
she's not on YouTube.
She don't gotta
Yeah,
prove
but
it.
you know her in real life, so it don't really matter.
But that's why I was just saying,
But
go
my
with
but my but my
like,
point is this: y'all quote
y'all do what the fuck y'all want to do. That was just what I was asked to do. So y'all can listen to whoever y'all want to listen to. If y'all want to listen to men, if you feel like that's what's straying you the right way, then do that, you know. But the all men panel, they just be bitching and moaning on there too about women. So it's just kind of like take what you
No, they
need.
don't. They be talking about women like you, or just not even, just totally keeping women like you away from their circle so they don't have to nag or complain about anything because you are the negative energy. If it was a bunch of women like Q and Jasmine on the panel, there would be no complaining or nagging. It would just be a conversation and a dialogue and some positive shit with people keeping it real with each other instead of this goofy, selfish, stupid shit.
I don't bitch and moan about women. I just call it straight down the line. And as a matter of fact, I got more smoke for, and I'm harsher with men than I am with women.
Just like
Now,
And
B
that's
Taylor's
a
right.
fact.
Maybe some
just like
panels, men
every
just be
man.
complaining.
And that's a fact.
Well, I ain't gonna say every man. Most men are. Some men are worse with women than they are with men.
act.
Oh, they
So
do.
when we having these conversations, again, the question then becomes: was he right or was he wrong? Because more importantly, he was getting results. And there's plenty of women, both in chats and in real life, that said that A, he either saved my marriage, or B, he helped me to get married, or he helped me to change my ways, or C, I am now looking at things differently because I now have that harsh reality. See, the thing that I see from women is that women validate bad behavior from other women. They don't tell them the truth on how it is they can actually solution for their problem. And so just because you validate something to make you feel good and you go off on people, don't mean that they also offering you a solution
And
that
that's
actually
the reason why B. Taylor doesn't want to listen to men. Because if you go off and catch 3 bodies and then all of the dudes end up being pieces of shit, women are going to talk to you about how much pieces of shit the dudes are. But men are going to be like, yo, what did you pick that dude for? It's a whole different energy with us. So like she don't want to be held accountable for what she's actually doing. She wants to be coddled, like he said. Like, and men not dumb. We know this.
get you the results that you want. You need the truth. This is why daughters need fathers. This is why sons need fathers. They need that balance because women are often nurturing,
I just talked about this earlier.
and so they
I just talked about this
validate
earlier.
behavior, whether it's good or bad. But men are often based off of reality, and they want you to actually get the results, regardless of whether you hate them or not. And so that's why men don't get the praise, they don't get the honor, they don't get the glory.
I swear, I seen this in real time. I told this story before. It was a girl. She made a bagel, and she burnt the bagel. She's down there. She like, Mom, I burnt the bagel, and then her mom goes over there like, yeah, you gotta set it, you gotta twist it so it was on 10, you can't turn it, you gotta turn it down so you don't burn it. And then her dad comes down and she like, Dad, I burnt the bagel. And they were on their way to a baseball game. Like she had on a baseball jersey and her dad was probably like the coach. So he comes down, she like, Dad, I burnt the bagel. I burnt my bagel. He like, I hope you got all your failing out the way because we got a game to play. And then he walked away. That's the difference between a mom and a dad. He kept her focused on why they were there. Fuck that bagel. We about to play this game. I don't even care about that bagel. Real shit, I don't care. You telling me and I'm going to answer you because I'm your dad. I'm not going to totally ignore you, but fuck that bagel. We got a game to play. Mom is going to come over and turn this shit down, make the bagel for you, put the butter on it, put the sour cream on it, do all that shit. Dad is going to say, fuck that bagel, let's get to this game. And that's the balance that little girl needed. She's going to be a tough little girl. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of women.
Something that every kid needs. And, you know what I mean? One without the other does play a factor. Right. Doesn't mean it can't be done, though.
Right. We know this, but I'm saying.
Yeah.
It's
you're right.
You're
absolutely right.
A lot of people don't even know what's missing from them. You know what I'm
you're
saying? Like, they're normal in a sense, but you don't even know what's missing from you because it's just missing. Like you're that without it, but it's like
they just get the results. And so I believe personally that I don't know how to pronounce her name, Shahrazad Ali. Um, I got to give her a little bit of grace because I think that when people get older, they tend to forget things.
Yeah, I'm gonna give her a little bit of grace too, but I'm gonna just say it flat out like this: if it wasn't for Kevin Samuels and MTR, I wouldn't know who she is. Real talk. So, and I considered her comments a tad disrespectful, and only because I wish she would have elaborated on what she didn't agree with. Because
I have heard of her before when I lived in Boston.
Because
in the mid 2000s.
Okay, a lot of his teaching is really just a piggyback off of that in a modern era. And I probably understand what she didn't like about him, but she should have said it. You know what
it ain't even that. It's just the way she responded to, you know what I mean? We could have had something in Atlanta, but he died. It just wasn't meant. People just didn't like the words right there. But hey,
Yeah, she said it
we
like a
got
joke.
remember,
She
she's a
did say
woman
that.
at the end of the day. She may be older, but she's still a woman at the end of the day, bro.
Yeah, but yeah, she said it like a joke. But some people are like that. Like some people are just like that. Like they don't even know the
Exactly.
difference. Like they'll try to lightheartedly say things and brush them off.
Even when you see her old interviews, you'll even hear her say, "I don't even like some of the stuff that I'm saying, but it's real, so I gotta accept it." So yeah, it's
Yeah,
the same thing. You're right.
yeah, right. But like I said, I just wonder what she didn't appreciate or what she didn't like for real. I
She
wish she
just
would
didn't
say.
preach that he didn't want to. You had to use a harsh delivery for a reason, because I mean it's coming from a man,
But
so it's
I don't
kind of.
even. I don't even
She
think
just
he
wanted him
wanted.
to be softer. He's not made like that. We've
But
seen what happened with other people. Like he's made to be harsh just because he was always on that corporate shit. When you're corporate, there's no like soft area. You gotta keep everything professional. That's why when he says, "I don't care about your love," he's speaking in the case of, do you want to get married, not do you want to fall in love.
right.
That's why they say a man will know a marriage within 6 months when it comes to actually when they think of more from love than marriage. You can be stuck in love for a long time. If you know that that person ain't gonna change, you ain't gonna want to marry. But if you notice that within the first 6 months, I can understand that because that happened to my roommate back in the day. Old school rap that made a couple songs in Charlotte in the '90s and shit. We would try to push that on local radio. But yeah, we moved to this one chick spot. 6 months they got married. Even though they knew each other for like community college and shit, but they really didn't know each other like that. They just always saw each other. Like they got married for 6 months. Nigga like told me, hey, it could happen. When I told him my case, he was like, "Nah, you was rushing because you probably overlooked signs because it would have been totally different." He might have been right. There probably was some times that I did overlook that I acted like I didn't. But yeah, that 6 months or a year, really, in my opinion, is like when you find out some shit month number 89, you like, oh shit, I should have waited at least a year, bro. But nah, yeah, I like.
Right.
They tend to. Um, I'm gonna just give her some grace in a general sense. I don't really have anything bad to say about her at all. But I think that I think that if you want advice on how to be successful when it comes to a relationship, I think you should talk to a man. And who that man is a different
I'm not talking to
conversation.
anybody actually. It's just I'm just going off trial and error. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't.
You don't talk to nobody?
Coco, that's goofy.
No, she said trial and error.
Wait, was that Coco who said that?
The little girl up here.
And she was cute too.
Light
Damn,
skin.
why you had
Yeah,
a
she
open
was. She was.
But I think that I think that if you want advice on how to be successful when it comes to a relationship, I think you should talk to a man. And who that man is a different
I'm not talking to
conversation.
anybody actually. It's just I'm just going off trial and error. You know.
And then, but listen, and this is what I be saying. She's failing every time. Like she has failed every single effing time. And this is what I was talking about when I was talking about this goddamn auntie thing. I don't know if you watched when I talked about this. Um, this is what I was saying. Like the results of um trial and error is this. Because she don't know no better and she like a lot of women like social media has exposed that they really just don't know men at all.
it's more towards you're giving up in your trial and error,
But
acting
because
like
they're
you want to find
arrogant
something that you know don't exist. And all
and
can
then
niggas
because
do is
look
just
at
laugh
her.
at the comments because to you, that's finding a true love when it's like not even true in its sense.
Because look at her. She's a beauty. You know she look good. So you know she gets opportunities.
That's
So
why
in
I
her
said once she
mind,
opened her mouth, I was like, oh no, I
so in
did.
her mind,
Yeah.
it's not hard to get a guy. But it's like, yo, the era keeps happening.
Mhm.
And like at this stage of your life, you're 35, you're 40, and your errors they keep being errors. To where like, and then now it's easy to just blame the opposite sex, whether it be men or whoever. Like men do it too. I was just watching this other video when Corey Holcomb and lead attorney.
Oh shit! Was that recently?
Oh man, that was some sauce. But yeah, but the thing is, Corey like lead attorney, I like what he do, but he's also part of the problem. You know what I'm saying? Because like he's a person that fits my slogan that people relate to negativity. It's no positive insight that a divorce attorney can give to a relationship.
I just found it. I'm playing this right after this is over. Are you about to play it? If you want, I can play it on my phone.
His you could stream out. You gotta send it. You can put it in there. What's the name?
You said, do I have a sync?
I said you gotta send it to my.
You might not even have to send it. This is what I think it is. Copy this. Put down. Yep, this is on this channel. Is the video called "Full in Love"?
I don't know. It ain't gonna pop up on my StreamYard. I'll have to pull it up on this my little.
Hold on a second. I think this is it. We push mute so I don't get no.
Because it's a certain way I upload videos, so it would have to be down here in my studio. I can get it though.
Hold on. Share screen. Share screen. Application.
That shit ain't gonna work probably. I can get it though. I can get it. Already about to.
Okay. Can you see this?
No, I don't see that. Oh yeah, no, that's not the same one.
I said to the lady earlier.
The one
It ain't this one.
the one you got is the full video. The one I watched, somebody did like chopped up some clips, so it's almost like a highlight reel of all the funniest shit.
Oh, okay.
But I got it right here. I'm about to just.
Two people that's been around the block a couple times, you know.
I'm gonna just go ahead and I'm gonna just pull it up.
You want me to turn off my screen?
Your screen.
Oh, you don't see a second screen on here?
I'm gonna just download this.
Hold on. I'm just gonna stop the screen since you don't see it. Never mind. You can go ahead and use yours. While you use yours, just for a preview. And I ain't even playing that in the battle.
There's levels.
I know. That's why the 20 I got, bro. I really got 23, but I just want to do 20.
No, you can't see me, dog. It's gonna get real bad for you. I didn't realize
It's
how
not.
bad it was gonna get until I started doing my list. Then I realized that it's not a lot of people, period, that can beat Boosie in the verses. And you're gonna find that out. It's
P
not a lot.
will wash Lucy,
Like I said,
Webby, the whole trilogy of
it's
TNA.
not a lot of people.
I'll take it far and say Silk the
who can beat
Shocker
Boosie
will beat
in the
Boosie.
verses. It's not a lot of people, period, who can beat Boosie in the verses.
You're bugging, bro.
Who ever existed.
He will lose to his own state.
And this 20 that I got.
Because
Dang, Craig, you almost made
the
him.
answer to everything. That's the answer to everything. The bitch got to die. It's the answer
What's
to
the best
everything.
way?
If she's not around, you don't have lawyers and everything.
What is the best way in court to justify killing your wife?
Because
Dang, Craig, you almost
that's
made
the
him.
answer to everything. That's the answer to everything. The bitch got to die. It's the answer
What's
to
the best
everything.
way?
If she's not around, you don't have lawyers and people coming at you. Now, I don't want any woman to die. I'm
No.
not built like that. But if you are trying to destroy me, I'm going up yonder. Ass motherfucker bitch. You get what I'm saying? I don't know what to say, man. I don't know
This nigga's he different.
how to argue in court when they're gonna empower her against me. There's no why am I in court? Y'all motherfuckers send me the bill. Why the fuck y'all got me here? Y'all finna try to rob me.
Yeah.
Can you sue a woman for damages if you can prove that she's trying to destroy you?
You be alright, nigga. You tough, right?
This must be stopped.
Right.
This must be stopped. Stop it. Bitches ain't shit. This is not something we should be scared to say or be like, ooh, Corey, you wrong for that. No, I'm telling you, I'm around women. And I'm telling you, I don't know many moral women. I can stand in front of anybody. If God walked up to me and said, Corey, what did you say? You put these fucked up bitches out here. That's what I say.
And he's falling for him.
That's what I would
That's
say.
the problem. They know they out there and they keep going. You keep calling me.
Well, Darlene is outnumbered up here, so I let her have that. Like, you know, when she say, but you keep fucking with her. Listen, the flock is out there to be fucked. That's why God put bitches on the planet, to be fucked and dropped off.
You stupid bitch, you filthy slut! To just fuck with me!
We've all had unprotected sex, and you know.
That's all we have, right?
It's just luck. But, you know, to any men out there that don't have kids yet, if you can go or just wait until your mid-30s before you have a kid, it will just free you up so much financially. It'll give you so many more options. You can do things with your life that you cannot do when you have 2 or 3 mouths to feed, 2 or 3 obligations. Kids are really the biggest thing to be scared of. Men are not scared of these kids because to get the kids, you know, you got some ass. So it's like, well, and to be fair, sometimes, if we're going to be honest, men, we'll be up in it sometimes. It'll be feeling so good. We'll be like, I don't give a shit.
Yeah.
Right? And
That's
let's be
happened
honest.
before.
Yeah.
I don't give a shit. Like, fuck it.
And then you give them the power, right? At that moment.
I'd rather give a kid up for adoption than pull out.
He called.
Can't fathom that anybody like that exists still.
Okay, give a chance to say something.
Yeah, because here's the thing. A lot of times, this is what men don't understand about the women that they're interacting with, because it could absolutely be that the woman is a good woman.
Where?
I know.
Have you ever met one?
I have.
You met a good woman before.
I've met a few good women.
That is a blessing.
It is a blessing. I mean, it is a blessing. It is a blessing. They out there. They really are. But here's what y'all don't see. Y'all don't see that a good woman can know that she has you kind of over the barrel, but it's like, no, I'm not going to take advantage of him. But then the attorney says, no, go on and do it. Go on and do it. And I'll be honest with you, man. Sometimes that's our job. Because a woman will say, well, he's a good guy. He takes care of his kids. I don't want to put him on child support. Or, I don't need half of the house. He offered me, $10,000. I'm going to go on and take it. A good attorney is going to be like, no. No. You're in this divorce process right now. You're emotional about it. You might make a decision where you leaving $50,000, $100,000, $700,000 on the table. It could absolutely be that in 2 years you're going to look at this date and you're going to be like, God damn it, why did I leave that money on the table?
And giving people the game, because a lot of women probably do that. Like, I don't want anything, I don't care, and the attorneys be like, nah, don't do that. You don't want to have to work. You don't want to have to do this. He makes this and this and this. You're gonna you're gonna need some money. You're just saying that right now because you're upset. Like, he giving the game. He done did what he's saying right now.
Attorney's going to be like, no, I am not going to let you leave all of these benefits that the law allows you on the table. It's my job. So a good woman can be turned by an attorney. And y'all will never
really think that's the case?
I've had it happen, but it didn't work.
I've been an attorney for 20 years.
Listen, a good woman is a good woman. A funky bitch is gonna always roll with the motherfuckers where she can come up on.
I'm in a bind, Nate.
Good. We scared.
That's
We don't want the bitch to fuck nobody.
Oh, wow.
Your bitch don't fuck somebody. I don't know men and women that ain't fucked somebody else while they age 20 through 60.
Damn,
After 60,
I better hurry up and get my
might
plan.
have the pussy all to yourself. After 60. But age 20 through 60, that pussy belongs to the city, homie.
He belongs to the streets.
Really, that's a great thing about this space and your channel. It's a lot of guys who are 23, 25, 27 years old. And let's be honest, they just don't know.
Right.
They just do not know. And they don't have the fathers, they don't have the uncles to really tell them. And to really kind of be persistent, because if a 25-year-old hears some game the first time, like, oh, well, that's your experience. Oh, you better. You don't know Michelle, or you don't know Shaniqua. Shaniqua different, right? They all different. But if you've got a space on the internet, on YouTube, where men can go, channels like this, channels like, Kevin Samuels, where men can really see how women are, men can learn from this. I mean, it can change generations. And then maybe women will change because the men have changed.
Right.
But if men never learn this information, then we're fucked.
Some people are really fucking stupid.
Don't believe in marriage? I don't. I stand on the mountaintop and say it's a sucker move. Most men get married because they don't have the information on how to protect themselves. They give in to the emotions of a fucking irrational bitch. That is most marriages in America, if you ask me. I could be wrong, but I don't just see a lot of guys proposing to women. I see a lot of guys giving in to women.
Yeah, I mean, that's really true. I think the vast majority of marriages are because, women led this man to the altar, with her fucking 2 fingers up his nostrils and just pulled him there, pulled him to the church. And
here's my thing about him. And this is what I was saying when I was about to say earlier when I was getting the video. His whole views of relationships are from them splitting up. He's a divorce attorney. So the way he views marriage is as a failure. So if you a man listening to him, you're going to get advice about not getting married because all he knows is the failure of it. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's somebody that like if you ask a preacher who marries people, like somebody that's specifically gets people married, like they'll have a different view of marriage than a divorce attorney. Like,
or you can take him as a lesson of what not to do.
All of the negativity, he's seen it and dealt with it. Like everything, like anytime somebody calls him, it's a bad thing. Like it's always been a bad thing every single time with him. And he's done that for 20 years. Like that's literally thousands of horrible relationships he's seen. He damn near traumatized himself. So like if you want to talk about marriage, like if you thinking about it, he's the last person you want to talk to. He gonna tell you not to do it. Like for real.
It's real what you just said. It's like it's not real, but you know this happens in most of the cases.
100%. And it's because listen, it's rough out here in these streets, man. Just like you said, it's hard to find a good girl. You can go a year, 2 years, 3 years without finding what you consider to be a good girl. But let's say you find one after 3 years. Now, if we're honest, a good girl is not going to give you her whole life without a commitment. It's just not going to happen. 9 times out of 10, it won't. A good girl's probably going to give you about 2 years. You got 2 years to be in a relationship with this girl before she starts looking around like, hey, what are we doing? Should I get off the pot? Right? And so that's when the man is like, well,
I don't give a fuck what you think, bitch.
That's cold-blooded. I can't say names because it's so embarrassing. It's so embarrassing. I know a bitch who fucked the attorney against her baby daddy.
Yeah.
And will act like wasn't nothing wrong with it.
Crazy.
These women, they will latch on.
It don't matter why she did it. Why are you fucking the attorney?
We just make her have a sign of fuck no. You can't tell nobody. A fuck no.
Fuck no. Greg, stupid.
Listen, when a woman like looks up to you, sees you in a powerful position, sees that you are fighting with her when the only man that she lived with for all these years is dogging her out.
It's a breath of fresh freaking air.
Man,
that's a good way to put it. But it's men out here who break their back for their family. And that bitch run through him because she look at him like he ain't shit because he didn't destroy it.
Some people are really fucking stupid.
Wow, there's no honor anymore being a stepfather. Nobody said that. You can still be a stepfather and do well by that part. But
how?
No, wait a second. We're talking adoption.
Yeah.
You can still
A
be a
stepfather
stepfather. Legally
is
adopting someone is
the word
scary.
step is the perfect word for what you are. You are
a step.
Go look at a step.
Yeah, you're not the full dad.
Spray a step down with a hose, and you will see who you are.
That's hilarious.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, a stepfather is a sucker. Let me tell you something. Every once in a while, you have a successful stepfather story.
Every
once in a while. Most of the time,
blended families. I don't.
When the bitch leave, the kids leave. Even when they grown, they still don't fuck with you no more because they don't need you.
Right.
You are a step. See, father is the word to trick people.
Yeah.
You a step simp.
Just say guy. That's
what they should call it, a step simp.
See, the thing about that is this. I said this before. I feel like when it comes to being a step parent, the most important person in the process is the kid. Because how they feel about you is going to carry on regardless to like, because we've seen it or at least heard about it maybe in a lot of cases where the parents might split up, but the kids still like, that's my dad. You know what I mean? So like, if you have that relationship with the kid, how the mom may switch up or feel or may be mad or want to divorce, it doesn't even matter. So it's a slippery sloping game to play because it is the thing where the child always gonna side with their mom if it does end up being some type of issue or problem. You know they automatically gonna side with their mom. You know what I mean? So it's a you walking on eggshells with how you'll be accepted. You never know. It's a roll of a dice. And then it may be this situation where a guy may not have any type of influence. It's always at any given moment, you're not my dad can come out. You know what I mean? So it's the roll of a dice, really. Oh, this the nigga who did the video. Salute to him. Salute to Angry Kid or Angry, say him, bro. Angry Little Dude. I think that's the name of his channel.
That's the name of YouTube. Angry Little Dude.
Yeah, I believe that's the name of it. I think that's the logo back there. See if Angry Little Dude. Salute to him. But yeah, but like we said, you seen it, the video 2 hours long. I just found that out right when I just was looking. I kind of want to go look at it, but I gotta watch that damn Tommy Davidson and Uncle Shay. But yeah, that's pretty much it for me. I did 2.5 of them things.
Alright. So what day you want to do this?
What you say?
What day you want to do this? Next weekend?
Yeah, probably. I mean, shit, cause it's a big weekend this weekend. Some of my people get married, and it's Michigan State this weekend. So like, other than like tomorrow night, there should be a big ass.
Just aim for next week. Next weekend.
Yeah, next weekend.
That's cool though. Alright. Well, I ain't got nothing else.
You good? All right.
Holla at you later.
All right, bro. DrRhilTV, man. Y'all like and subscribe. It's your boy.